Welcome everybody, I'm Raetac and this is the World Tour of Galactic Science 2 for the date of the 5th of September 2017. Right, yesterday's live stream was interesting. We've made a small amount of progress. The mess of cables and everything else like that, we still haven't really done much with, because I'm actually at a point, I'm at a really bad place when it comes to the actual Galactic Science 2 world. I've mass-produced elements from my farms to a point where it's actually filled everything, and I've lost pretty much all flexibility. Now, getting to Mars did help. We are now got the capabilities to mess around a little bit more with the Applied Energistics network. But for the meantime, we are still in a little bit of a crunch phase. I've expanded the amount of storage for the resources coming back from Mars. We've currently got the Mars quarry. We've moved that over one, so we're getting some resources back from that, and so we can continue expanding the Applied Energistics network. Now, with those, we are basically working our way to bigger drives. Now I'm capable of making the 4K ME storage component. The 16K is a little bit out of my reach right now, and also I really need the extra slots, so working on the 4K drives is where I'm at right now. Now, the actual 4K drives themselves, even so, just what we've got right here with the 16K, we're looking at 398 million RF. Now, with that sort of power drain, we need to be able to generate said power. So the logical course from that was to get a setup so I'm able to then produce octadic capacitors. So that's what we did. Getting the dash from the results from Mars, having them all cooked up and processed, we were able then to make the alloy mixer. Now, I came up with this brilliant little system that is able to, well, pretty much automatically make me the energetic alloy that we need for the double layer capacitor, and also the vibrant alloy for the octadic capacitor. So initially, coming back from the storage system, we got a fluid export bus here with the glowstone, redstone, and gold. That's getting pumped into here, and that's mixing. Now, I have a fluid storage bus here that is extracting the energized alloy to a few places. Now, one of the places we are supplying energetic alloy here is to make energetic alloy blocks, because we require those for the double layer capacitors, and also it's getting supplied into here for the vibrant alloy. The vibrant alloy requires the energetic alloy plus resonant ender, which is melting down ender pearls. Of course, I'm currently running a little low on those as well, but we have quite we have an amount of vibrant alloy blocks which we can use for the octadic capacitors. You need 2 blocks per 10 double layer capacitors to make one octadic. Now, as we've known from the past, octadic capacitors in the Stirling generators will give us 20,000 RF per tick, which is a medium level stopgap to increase the amount of power that I'm generating right now. Of course, we are definitely going to look at expanding into other power options, probably very soon. But that will help for the meantime. Alright, also with the toying around with the applied energistics, I was able to figure out how to actually use applied energistics to auto-craft chemicals using the ME interface with a processing pattern. The pattern I've got here generates 64 silicon dioxide with 2 stacks of oxygen and a stack of silicon. That gets slammed into the synthesis machine here. So currently I don't have any silicon, and that is imported through this. So every time that the system requests silicon dioxide, this thing will make silicon dioxide for me. So I've got an export bus here requesting silicon dioxide, and it's calling for the crafting of said silicon dioxide. Now, I had to make myself a crafting grid. Is it crafting grid? Crafting CPU. And I've actually tucked that down in the wiring basement down here. I've currently dug away a little bit to get myself a little bit more wiring flexibility. So, that's where we're at. Also with the capacitors, I've also tweaked my mass of things here. The copper, I've actually got going into a synthesizer. Where's that synthesizer? Over here. Yep, we're making copper ingots. That's going into a cyclic assembler, and that is making the industrial craft blocks. Of course, we have to convert them over to thermoformation with the automatic ore converter. So I've got a stash there. Just a little addition we've got over here that is the decomposes with silver and gold. Now I've got this synthesis machine making gold blocks, which is required for the single layer capacitor, and we have this synthesis machine here giving us the capabilities to make electrum ingots whenever we need them. So I can just come along here and drag out a stack of electrum, use it, and eventually it'll refill. So I don't have to worry too much about that. Also helps with a lot of the thermodynamics builds. And I made a third alloy mixer, and I don't know exactly why. That's right, I've attempted to make lumen. Now, the only problem with the actual lumen itself, which is it's a liquid that, well, it's not a liquid, it's an alloy that is required for some, what was I wanting it for? I wanted to make an assembling machine. This thing here, why did I want to have that? Of course, you need the advanced circuits. The circuits I can construct right now. The lapis lazuli plates, we have access to lapis due to the sifting from the Mars material. The lumen blocks, on the other hand, was a little bit harder. I mean, you can get the molten lumen, which you can't really construct in the magma crucible. You don't have the smelting, the alloy smeltering. So there was going to be a little bit of buggerizing around for that. Now, why did I want? I think I know what I wanted it for. Is it the slicer? No, it's the slice and splice. There was something else. I can't exactly remember what it was. Lapis plates. Yes. That's an ore dictionary. Yeah, lapis lazuli plates. That's why I wanted the assembler for. So we could make the... That's the only way you can actually make the lapis lazuli plates. You can't make them anywhere else. The compressor, I think that recipe is actually... compressor... IC2 compressor. Oh no, you can actually construct that. Aluminium. This is also something we could actually do. That is actually really conceivable. Basic machine, iron plates plus logic processors. Yeah, we can definitely craft that right now. Not going to, but that is an option that is open to us. But for the meantime, I have to exchange my oxygen. Of course, as usual for the Raetac inventories, it's stuffed full of things. That hasn't changed much. We'll just go for one canister to finish round this out. Yeah, so I need to increase the amount of storage space I have within my applied logistic network. So that's what we're going to be concentrating on. Making drives to dig myself out of this hole so we can move forward. And that is pretty much where I'm at with Galactic Science 2. Well, I hope you've enjoyed the little tour of the world. I hope you've enjoyed the episode and enjoying this new series thus far. Now, if you want to see the live stream where we did go around and build a lot of this thing, it's a 2-hour live stream. The link for that is down in the description. That will only be available for the next 12 days or so, after which time it'll just go whoosh, and we just move onwards. With the live streaming, I'm not really going to be worrying that much about cataloging or saving things for prosperity. I think that's the word. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about that. So, if you're around for the stream, great. If you missed the stream, it'll be there for about a couple of weeks. Unless it's for some whatever reason I get popular enough, I get partnered. But I'm not really... It would be nice. B, I don't expect it. And C, I'm happy with the way things are going right now. So, yeah, go on down to twitch.tv/Raetac. Hit me up with a follow there. It'll let you know when I am actually live streaming. And when I've actually got VODs or videos on demand ready to be watched. Alright folks, if you like everything, if you like what I've done and like to see more, check out some of the playlists over the right hand side, or even come down to the Twitch streams. Alright folks, I've been Raetac, I'll see you next time.